That's insane, bro. What the actual fuck? Stocks are doing well today, I guess. Put more money into this. Got a 50% gain. Dude, that looks cool. Nice. Okay, stocks are doing good today. Let me actually start trading. Dude, maybe learn. Chat and interview. What's the other thing that I want to do? I have ADHD. Okay. Fix up my Twitch. Add some tags. Add tags. Review, achieve. Had to do with my channel itself. Channel itself. What else did I put here? Chill. Relax. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's I don't need any more than that. Cool. Outside of that, let's start vibe coding. So, ooh, stocks are going up pretty good. We'll just have to keep this going. We're probably gonna do some day trading on the live itself. Yo, what's up, Eli? Let's do it. Eli, I just quit my job, bro. Just chilling. Hope you're doing okay. I don't know if you came back to the States or not. If you did, hope all's going well there. I'm actually gonna start making my own application. What I'm gonna be focusing on. I'm gonna make my own company. Can I do it? I don't know, maybe. What's up, G? I think I talked to you about this software idea that I had last year, but I got put on this year-long project at Zynga, even though I was paying for the trademark and the domain, and I never really got to work on it. I finally put in my 2 weeks. Good morning, and I wanted to do something more creative, and so now I am going to basically for the next 3 to 4 months build out this idea and see where I go with it. And let me explain this to you real fast, okay? Basically, it's an application. It's for two different things. One is for friends who already know each other, and one is for people trying to make friends, right? When you have friends and stuff, what happens is whenever you're going somewhere, you can either share your location live and let people know that, hey, I'm intentionally trying to have anyone join me. Or you can set up like a limit, like, hey, I am going to dinner and I would love for 3 other people to like join me. You can set that to only friends can see it or the public can see it. And that comes to our second part, which is like, if you're trying to make friends, if you're trying to go out to eat, or if you're trying to have a conversation with someone, you can go on the list of public events or public tiny small groupings around you and meet up for that. And hopefully this will enable everyone and empowers everyone into, I don't know, just kind of feel more connected, I would say. I think the main difference between that and the current state of social media is like, you will, like right now there's a bunch of big events. Most event apps are very catering towards like giant event host. But this is kind of like if someone's hosting a giant event and you want to go there and not be a lone wolf and go there with like 3 or 4 people, you can use this app to do so. And it's very casual, at least in the beginning. But I'm also building this out to kind of check out my portfolio. Cool. Anyways, here we go. Yeah. And you know, on the weekends, I feel like there's always this wall, and I'm gonna write this in my pitch deck. There's always this wall of like, hey, do I want to send a text out to all my friends to tell them what I'm doing? I mean, I think that's what we luckily have in like dope ass chat. But I think most people don't have something like dope ass chat, where you just kind of throw in what you're doing and see if anyone want to join you. But hopefully this will enable everyone to kind of have like a dope ass chat. And people, unlike the current social media, can just skip over all the bullshit posts and politics and ads and stuff. I mean, I'm definitely gonna have to monetize and throw in some ads or have some way of monetizing. But in the beginning, I want everyone to just pull out their phone at any point, and they can either see what random people are doing and intentionally join in on them, as opposed to like showing up at a big event and not sure who you can talk to. I think we're all shy deep down, you know what I mean? All good, all good. Yeah, there's always a lag, just because, but no worries at all. I think you can tell how long the lag is by when the message shows up on screen. Let me know if, let me know how long that is. I think it's 5 to 10 seconds probably. Also, I don't know if you're in our Discord, Griselda, but if you have the Discord app, feel free to just join the call and just hang out with me on voice. I'm gonna paste this link. Does this show up in the comments? Let me check. I actually don't really check into my Facebook stream that much. I think it's cool that my Facebook messages show up. Um, oh yeah, it does not. Also, I'm gonna be doing a little bit of trading live too. A little bit of my portfolio. We'll see how things go. I'm also gonna start day trading. So these are the few things that I'm doing right now. Let's see, what stock am I gonna go in today?
Did I lose this chance for one last dance with my shaking hands? I can barely stand. Did I do too much? Did I push you away? I was in a rush, I'm sorry. And I know that you'll forget. I wake up in the night in a cold sweat to face it. Is it over for us now before it began? I know it's crazy, but in my
All right, I'm gonna buy 3 stocks today.
I had plans.
I'm gonna throw 10K into this.
Did I lose this chance?
That looks a little high.
With my shaking hands,
Cool.
I can barely ask. We got runaway plans.
Do I want to buy this stock?
Baby, where do you wanna go? I'm scared to, you know, but I'll never let go. Will I find you somehow? I hope you're okay. All those memories in your driveway. Can we turn back time before it flies away? Can I hold on to something? Never thought you would come back. Can't believe you'd remember the
Yeah, feel free to join us on voice at any point, Griselda.
laughed and cried. Watch the sunset fall through the sky. We were younger, never thought we'd say goodbye. Never say goodbye. Did I lose this chance?
K1MR, Audi, SPXC.
With my shaking hands, I can barely ask. We got runaway plans. Baby, where do you wanna go? I'm scared to, you know, but I'll never let go.
XC, Audi. Hello?
Hey, is this Andrew?
Yep.
Hey, Andrew, this is Courtney calling from.
From where? Sorry.
From Motion Recruitment. I was just giving you a call. Nice, and I wanted or use right now.
Yeah, I actually just left my job to kind of find new opportunities or work on some projects on my own. Yeah, I would love
Do
to
you
talk
have
about
a
it.
couple minutes?
Sure.
Perfect. Yeah, I won't take up your time. Just
Okay, okay.
yeah, I was looking.
Yep, yep.
Well, sounds good. Glad I caught you. Actually working.
So as one of the tech leads on the team, I had a few technical projects that I was leading, but also a lot of like team and people initiatives. In terms of the overarching technical projects that I was doing, I think some of the biggest things, it's like I think we're about to get upcharged like $500,000 a year by AWS because our like MySQL system was on this 5.7 version, which they were deprecating to some legacy servers. And you know, worked with the team, worked with our database team, and basically got the team to push through some changes so that we were able to upgrade our like 15-year-old legacy application over to MySQL 8.0. And outside of that was also kind of architecting because you know our code base has been 15 years old, and a lot of people on the team they don't really necessarily like work or are proficient in those languages, and kind of strategize how to like pull things out into microservices / at the same time upgrading our legacy code base. Some initiatives that were more kind of like team focused and like trying to improve the general team culture that I was implementing were like some general full stack training, where we just had some initiative to make team work more efficiently. We had a lot of front-end engineers that weren't able to handle some of the on-call back-end server problems that we have. We kind of spanned out this like 3-week-long program to kind of teach people from both ends so that our team would become more like full stack proficient. And that program actually became our like our new hire onboarding program that we have across the team. Yeah, I think outside of that, having one-on-ones with people that are kind of like on performance improvement plans, also just general one-on-one mentorships across different teams. Yeah, let me know if there's anything specific you would like to dive into.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. I guess as far as like tech goes, looks like.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that I worked on for the last like 10-12 years professionally, but I like to consider myself like a polyglot. I do, like, I'm starting a side project right now in like Node with like Ember.js and like Next.js. Yeah, but yeah.
You were like, what is it?
I don't know if you ever heard the game Words with Friends. That's what I was working on with them. I think some of the challenges that I've really learned through that, one is really like, it's a very heavily hit server backend with the game Words with Friends. So like every single second there's like a few 100,000 people, you know, clicking on buttons on their screen and hitting our server API. So I think for me, as some new experiences were like, you know, dictating like how much AWS instances we should be reserving per year to make sure that we're being cost efficient, while also making sure that our servers don't slow down whenever we get like a stampeding herd of users on like a new feature or something. But yeah, that was the main game that I worked on. It's Words with Friends.
Okay. Nice. And then are you still based in Austin?
Yeah, and I'm planning to stay here for the long term. I did buy a condo and retire my mom there and bought myself a house here, so hopefully not to move. Yeah.
Yeah. So, great too.
Oh, nice. I've seen a lot of really cool pictures from 2015, but I personally moved here like in 2019. I mean, even since 2019, there's been like 50 more skyscrapers, I think,
Yeah.
but the pictures from
Yeah.
2015 is what's really shocking. It kind of looks like it's a bunch of like dirt-filled parking lots
Yeah.
downtown, and then yeah, it's really beautiful now. I'm not sure if you've been back. It's like I personally love like the blue colored skyscrapers as opposed to like some of the older like brick colored ones, but each their own.
Yeah, no, for sure. Where did you move from?
Santa Barbara, California. I did go to college at UCSB, and I'm not sure if my full resume is on Dice, but I was one of the first hires for this company that was at Series B, called Procore. And I was with them for 7-8 years. Went from like I think a team of like 20-30 engineers to we IPO'd with like 2 to 4,000 employees back in 2021,
Oh wow.
and that's when I left
Okay.
Procore. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And I guess as you're looking around at opportunities right now, what is it that you're targeting? Industry-wise?
I'm pretty open to industries. I think I just would like to work on I would like to work on a project that is like kind of like increasing in their market share. I think one of the things that that I didn't like at Zynga, which is great, but you know, Words with Friends has been so successful. So some of the features, even though it's very complicated and we're all very excited about it that we built out, there's not a lot of like market share changes in that. Whereas like right before Zynga, I was like the CTO of a YC company. And you know, we were still trying to find our like product market fit, and that was really great. And same thing with Procore. When I moved to Austin, it was actually to build out the engineering team here over in Austin and to kind of lead them. And you know, we had like a brand new product line, and we're winning over clients on a day-to-day basis, and like I think that really excites me.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you targeting engineering? I see.
So I'm open to both, but I am I think a EM role would be more of what I prioritize right now. I think even outside of my work life, I've just led and created a lot of social organizations, and I would love to just kind of put that skill, the non-technical part, into work.
Beautiful. Okay. And then what about with your expectations?
I would say I'm like pretty open. I think anything above like a base of like 180 plus some other, you know, I mean, I always like to look at the whole package. It depends on where the company's at. If there's any equities in there, any bonuses or something.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Well, sounds good. Yeah, Andrew, appreciate you. Like I said, I'm gonna take a quick minute just for.
Of course, of course.
I know. I just called you out. I'll just do.
Okay.
I am. Yeah, as far as IT stuff,
Mhm.
I actually support a company, and I do a lot of like that's specific. I recruit everything. Yeah, whenever I was looking around on Dice, I came across your background because
Yep.
we were hiring for a remote engineering for us to come.
Caribou. Do you say caribou or parabou?
Caribou with us.
Okay, I have not heard of them yet.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so they are a fintech. They focus financing on for an engineering manager to help play that key leadership. Shape the future of what architecture. Yeah, I believe it's 6 engineers. Yeah, I have up to. You have like. The
Nice.
whole package is actually pretty great, but I wanted to.
Yeah, I'm super interested. I can also send over a updated resume. Yeah. Also feel free to toss any anything you think I might be a good fit for over, like I said, I would love to send over like an updated resume. Yes, ma'am.
And then we're going.
Yeah, that sounds great to me. Thank you very much, and cool.
Your time. Thanks for taking my
Sure,
that
sure.
information, and then I will.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, ma'am.
Take care.
Huh, I just got reached out on a cold recruiter call. That's good, I guess. What's up, Hiking? Sorry I couldn't respond to you. I got recruiter called right now for an engineering manager role, so we'll see how that goes. I'm looking to buy some stocks right now before I go into some coding. If anyone's interested in coding, feel free to ask me any questions. I'm just trying to think what to buy. And can you explain to me what the whole leverage thing is? So I think I'm gonna buy like 4 stocks right now. I'm gonna buy
There's Marvel Rivals drops right now if you want to put on someone else's stream in the background. It's only for participating channels, so.
It's all good, it's all good. I don't really care about those drops too much.
Okay. Also, I'm about ready to go to, I think, Target and then HEB too, if Target doesn't have the stuff I need. I'm gonna just grab some stuff for Thanksgiving to bring, and then I'm gonna grab some nails. And then I do my nails, and then
so I'm gonna buy probably 10K of. I just do safe rotations. Nothing too
I was gonna
exciting.
say, I don't know if you should put your age in your caption.
Okay.
I don't know. I think age is something that should be left out of like the streaming industry, because like people can be weirded out by like
That I'm older.
that you're older. I mean, like, not that people can be weirded out, but just like if there's kids coming in, they think you're like
Fucking old
you look
piece
you
of
look
shit.
young, you look young, you look in your 20s, you're cute, you're handsome. But like, yeah. I don't know. Just make it seem like you have experience and you're credible, but not like with the age thing.
Makes sense.
Anyways, I'm about ready to go. So,
Alright, good luck, good luck.
love you. Wish me luck. I will be back. So the only thing is the tire pressure is low. Should I take that to like a tire
Sure.
shop right now
Yeah.
too?
Yeah,
Is there a
I
place
think
I
the
can
main thing
go?
though, just any gas station, bro.
Well, the thing is I don't want to over air it up. Like, I don't know how to make sure it's the right gauge, because if one's aired up more than the others, then isn't it like bad because it
No. I mean,
I just watched a Doctor Strange portal onto site in top 100, and he did a ground portal, by the way. So
we're all ground portal is the way to go, dude.
yeah, anyone who says otherwise is fucking iron. Anyways, yeah, I don't know if should I take it to a shop. Should I just take it to a shop, like a tire place, and be like, hey, can you air up my tires real quick? Maybe like $20.
I don't know if that's how that works, but maybe.
Let me ask ChatGPT.
Oh, got it. It's kind of like margin. It's like margin trading on like Robinhood. I can like double my money. Basically, Robinhood would give me an extra whatever my portfolio is worth. Dude, XRP. I have so many friends that are so happy on XRP, and I think I bought XRP like 5 years ago, like 2.9 or something. It's just like never gone up. I just no longer believe in XRP personally, but yeah, I think now that I'm free, I'm gonna do some trading. After I like put in some positions, I will be coding. See, so Audi, EXC, KM.
Okay, it's saying I need to do it myself, but I don't know, man. I think I kind of just want to wait for you to be able to do it. I don't know if I'm ready to air up tires yet.
Babe, it's super easy. You just plug it in.
Babe, just be a man. Do it for me.
Yeah, man, do the right thing.
I get the gas. You air up the tires. Tomorrow? Can you do it if we get gas somewhere?
Yeah?
Okay. I'll be back. Love you.
Love you. Huh? Let me give you a hug and a kiss. Sorry, give me a second. I'm trying to read through my charts right now. Alright. Okay, we're back at it. Dude, yeah, I can. Actually, what I do is, I don't know if you like pay for, I don't know if you pay for GPT. I do something similar. I like look at the charts, but also I have like 10 GPTs that's all trained with a different angle in trading. Like for example, I have a GPT that focuses on value trading. I have a GPT that focuses on like scalp trading. I don't even know if it's the same thing, and some are doing technical trading. And I basically throws in the same prompt for them, and I see what overlaps. And then every week I like see what's not overlap or being mentioned by any of the 10 anymore. And then when they're not being mentioned by any of the 10, I like take it down. But obviously, I've also gotten a lot of wins, but from stocks that's not mentioned by any AI. That's just basically mentioned, just like, you know, something's happening in the news with it. Maybe I should throw some into figs too. You know what? I'm gonna throw 10k into figs. Just to make sure that there's no bias, because sometimes these AI, like, they don't really evaluate, they just like look at the news and stuff. But if you have 10 different angles and 10 different opinions, I don't know, maybe I'll try it out one day. Also, hey, if you have any ideas, I'm a huge coder. Part of my like part of what I do, I also am trying to automate this process so I don't have to deal with it as much. Yo, I actually got this company when they fucking IPO'd at $30 years and years ago. But it's so sad, dude. Look how much it like went down. The main thing is that they're a fashion brand for doctors, but hey, I'm getting a lot of noises here, so let me throw in, I don't know, 10 bucks. This one I don't have that much faith in. I'm gonna just do 500 pairs. Oh yeah, I can do all that. Let me just refresh my portfolio real fast. Cool, we'll see how these goes, and I'll sell these tomorrow if I don't like it. Alright, cool. So, quick follow-up, Courtney Hughes. Uh, 6-7. Wait, is that a coin? Is that a meme coin? Nice, dude. We have a stock and investing chat in our Discord. Feel free to hop on in on that. I don't know if a lot of us trade crypto. For me, crypto is something that I've held for. I think I had like 50k in crypto that turned to like 200k in the past like 5 years, but I don't really touch my crypto anymore. I don't do the wallet stuff though. I think the Bing X is probably what I do, but I like trade on Coinbase, so I don't think I'm actually getting the actual crypto coin. See if I can even access my Coinbase right now. Oh yeah, I'm not looking at that. Did you know that there's leveraging with stocks too? I mean, I don't know if it's the same concept, but there's like leveraged, leveraged, whatever. Damn, that's sick. Hell yeah. Let's definitely talk about that. Maybe even offline too. I think today I just want to get my app started. Yo, hi, I have an app idea. I want your buy-in. My friends do a lot of options. I have not done a lot of options at the moment. I want to say most of my net worth is from building companies, meaning I'm like usually like one of the first, like I've been an early engineer in companies and then they like go public, and like I got like, I don't know, like 100,000 shares of something at like 40 cents. And then we IPO'd at $10 billion and each share was like $70. So we're doing some stock trading right now, Jerry. I did quit my job. I am doing some stock trading, and I am building out a new social media application. I would love to talk to you guys about the idea. But yeah, Hyken, I think at my core, I'm a programmer and a builder, but I do enjoy trading. I will say some of my friends in the stock trading channel, they have like 300, 400% in the last like year or two. For me personally, I've done a decent, well, I've got like a 50% up in the last like 2-3 years with my like portfolio, but yeah, I am a software engineer at heart, so. Makes sense, Icon. Whatever works. I think because my like main focus usually is so Hermit, I've had this idea and I've had the I've actually built out the backend already, but I want to rebuild it to increase my portfolio. Damn, Hyken, that's insane. Things go up and down that fast. That's crazy. I'm building a social media app. You guys know how it's basically eliminating all the noises of social media, and it's just literally like an app that will either allow you to meet new people around your area, not in a sexual way, or it will let you just always know what your friends are up to, and you guys can intentionally invite each other out to things. We have a huge lack of that right now, in my opinion. And plus, I'm boosting up my portfolio a little bit. What was the language that I was gonna build this shit in? I was gonna build this in, this is what I'm gonna build it in. Oh, and I'm gonna vibe code it out. I have touched on these before, but I've never built anything from scratch, so that's what I'm going to be doing mainly most of the day. I am paying for GPT, and I got this new thing called Codex. So we'll see what Codex can do. Probably use Postgres or MySQL. Probably relational databases. I think about this as like real life, because I'm a gamer, right? It's gonna be like a real life. You know when you play any games, like Rocket League. Actually, you don't have this for Rocket League, but you know how there's like the browse server, where you can see what games it's being played and what mode. So it's gonna be like that, but for real life. Meaning like people can just say like, hey, I want to go grocery shopping. Anyone want to come with? And this is gonna be different from all the bigger event apps. Why? Because all the bigger event apps, it's mainly for like organizers to throw these giant events. But for me, I'm like, hey, sometimes a lot of people nowadays show up to those events and they have no one to talk to or no one to hang out with. So what this will do is like, hey, if you wanna, you can tell people like, hey, I'm going to this big tech event. Anyone want to come with me? We can network beforehand, grab a coffee, and just meet up. I think right now a lot of my friends that I know, they mainly do that through things like Facebook, or like, I don't know, I think Meetup has a feature where you can comment on it, but it's all like very non-intentional. But this is gonna be intentional. And if you don't want to make new friends, this app will also let you just, one, you can just basically put yourself as open to your friends only, and people will know like, hey, this guy is over here and he's open to people joining at any point. What does that eliminate? It eliminates the stress of I think we're all shy deep down. We're all shy people deep down, no matter what anyone says. There's always the fear of rejection when we invite people out. On Facebook right now, I am very thankful. I built up this like really big Austin Facebook group. I created this from ground up when I first moved to Austin, right? And now we have these giant group chats, for example, dope ass chat, Austin social scene, it's ass. And everyone just kind of throws in here, hey, I'm gonna go to this concert, let me know if anyone want to join. But I feel like most people don't have this. So I'm gonna build this out to be more intentional, but also at the same time, remove the noise of social media, because people always like, you know, whenever someone posts anything that's like, politically involved or something, you know, people get kind of like pissed at it and annoyed. Like, why do we need that noise? This app is gonna be just plainly, one, is anyone doing anything I can join on at all times? Is any of my friends doing anything that I can join in on? Or number two, I'm gonna do this, anyone want to join me? Or hey, any friends want to join me? Open invite. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. I did just get a cold call on stream though for an interview for an engineering manager, so I'm gonna just answer this. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's like when I built out like this Facebook group, and Facebook is great, but there's just so much noise. Maybe this app, I don't know. I mean, this is a pipe dream, right? Maybe this app will be acquired by Facebook or something, but I am very passionate about like connecting people and like having people like meet up and do things. I think that's like some of the most happiest moments I've had in my life. Let me see if I can find any pictures from when we did prom. So I used to host these like 300 to 400 people prom events. This is one of them that I hosted. This is like a part of the group. Adult prom. Oh yeah, this is the party that I hosted. I haven't done this in a little bit though. I've been more focused on my career, and I think just getting older, I can't party as much, but oh my god. These are good times. Maybe I should go back to hosting these. I think Griselda that was chatting in our chat, she's actually one of my moderators that helped me run this group. We have our own flags and stuff. Maybe I should go back to it now that I have more free time, because I did leave my company now. But anyways, let's reminisce a little bit. Man, good times, good times. That's me and my fiance. She doesn't like it when I show her face, but she's not here anymore. Haha. Do my review. Oh, this is me on Spider-Man costume hosting a costume contest at this bar. Anyways, good times, man. Wow. I really miss all this, but anyways. Killing that. Okay, cool. Let me just answer this real fast. But yeah, after I'm done with this, I'm gonna start the coding portion. Yes. Multiple. What does cross-functional partners mean? Uh, cool. This. Alright, I drank too much coffee. I gotta go take a dump. But I'll be back. I would say it probably falls into that slow growth thing that you're talking about. I think Nvidia has hit like most of its velocity. I think AMD randomly had like a jump from some deals, but most of my profit and some of the most exciting things that I've bought and sold is one is ASTS. Oh, well, holy crap. I bought ASTS at 38, I think, 36, 38. I sold some at 80. I sold some at 70. Yeah. And also, I think one of my most risky degenerate play was LiDAR. It was getting really hyped up. I actually bought some at $3 and I sold it at 5. Oh wait. Oh my god, it's been volatile again. Oh yeah. Yeah, I like bought some right here and then I sold it at about 5 or like towards the end of 4. Yeah, I think Nvidia and Palantir, I mean, it was just a really rough week last week. But yeah, I try not to follow up with it too much. I just every morning, I would say morning and right before the market close, I just see what to sell, what to buy, and then I just close it off for the rest of the day. I know it's not the most efficient, but like I said, I do want to spend more of my time focusing on like some coding projects. Also, BRB, I'm gonna go take a crap, and then we're gonna start on this project. So. Alright. I am back. We are back. Hey Jerry, I don't know if you're still here. I do want to say that there is a safe investment, right? Because you don't want to like lose your money. And a lot of, I think, personal advisors or like financial advisors are scams. If you want the most safe thing that doesn't cost you like fees, Get the S&P 500. I think one thing that people don't know is that historically speaking, S&P 500 have always kind of like went up. Even during crashes, even during, this is the 2007 crash right here. It just always goes back up. But definitely don't put in anything that you cannot lose. Like, you know, don't put in your emergency fund into stocks. But if you believe that the American economy is always going to grow, which it has, unlike the Japanese economy, I would say you'll always get your money back even after some like black sheep event. In fact, the black sheep events are the best time to invest. Like if COVID happens again, I actually got like a 300% return on Royal Caribbean. I've made like $1 million plus in stocks. But okay, time to set up my backend, and I am gonna use AI on the side. So cool, so I need to start a no background, alright. Oh wait, let me set up a GitHub actually. Send me a text, come on. All right, I'm actually gonna scrap that. All right.
It makes me uncomfortable.
Why hiking? I think it's I need like certain amount of experience, right? I think it's the same thing with Robinhood. You have to have traded for a while for them to like kind of open that up to you, but it's all good. Cool, I'm in. Oh, I didn't even know that. Yeah, that sounds rough. And I'm not into trading that much to like do that. But I think it's really cool that you do. And I would love to learn from you in the future. I don't know, maybe I'll give it this whole coding stuff, you know, but alright, so now let me... Alright, why is my name Andre? Whatever. Andre the Giant. I'm tiny, dude. I'm 5'7". I wanted to say 5'7", but dude, that's a wrong number. Alright, so I guess I gotta create a folder here. I'm not doing some vibe coding right now. Let me know if anyone have any questions on like what I'm doing. Always love to teach. I used to have a boot camp. I love teaching people how to code. Right now I'm just setting up some files. Basically I run a command. The command will compile everything that I'm writing down, and then it like tells you what happens, right? So I need to install PG. Coding, I think it's a pattern. It's kind of like, I would say to me as a person that's not very hands-on, and something that my fiance's family, because she's really redneck, and her family knows how to like put a guard together from scratch. I don't have that skill. That's really hard in my head, and they think coding is a whole different language, but to me coding is pretty easy. Coding is just about, I mean, it's like learning any like language. I would say it's not harder than like French, but or like any other language. You just need to know how to speak to the computer. Physical corrosion. Fair enough, fair enough. Hey, that's some form of language, I guess. You can't use body language when you're talking to the computer, but maybe you can in the future. Can you imagine that? Like an AI that has a camera, and if you can't speak, well, they actually already have that in like Meta glasses and stuff. Because I actually worked on one of the AR applications. Maybe we'll go into those in the future. Nice. Best of luck on that, hiking. My friends in the stock investing channel, I've had some good runs blessing people's buys, and I bless you on that right now. Bless! Well, let me know how that goes, you know. Okay, cool. All right, let's go. There's only test? Where's that coming from? Nice. Dude, you're my friends. You guys do so many like technical analysis. I think that's really cool. Oh. Right.
Journey isn't easy, but I see you believing.
Oh, there we go.
Fearless scars on your heart are slowly healing. Space and time, what's yours is mine.
Oh, I think I just didn't save.
Burden heals inside.
Alright, so API is working. Nice.
Have faith and try to see the light in the darkness. So I want you more than anybody.
Okay, cool. So now let's set things up. Oh, sorry about that, Jerry. Let me put this in streamer mode, so that won't happen again. How do I stop something from running on the PowerShell?
Sometimes the road is broken.
I am pressing Control C. Oh, there we go.
The
cool. All right, let's now look at Heroku and see what they have. Let's kill this thing.
Go crazy, I'm just living on my own and I'll go crazy, crazy for your love. Go crazy, I'll go crazy for your love right now. Go crazy, yeah, go crazy, I'll go crazy, crazy for your love. Go crazy, yeah.
Okay, it's provisioning right now. I mean, it's like it's $0 to $5. A lot of these, whenever people are talking about AWS or hosting something, I don't know if people usually understand this, but what you're doing is you're actually renting like a space at a warehouse somewhere inside of someone's computer or like machine. That's when people talk about cloud, what they really mean is that like somewhere there's a warehouse of a bunch of servers and computers that's connected to the internet. That's what AWS instance is. When they build like a data center or like a house. I mean like a big warehouse. And I think, yeah, they're actually moving towards to charging us for all this. I think even Gmail recently are charging me extra for like storage, or like Apple with the Apple like storage. I think a lot of companies are start capitalizing like, hey, we have all these people's data now. They can't really move away from us. And we are renting these warehouses. We like invested in them, and now let's start charging them for it. But yeah, there used to be a hobby tier for free, but I guess now I have to do this. All right, I gotta go pee. But the cool thing about the cloud thing is that people can access it from anywhere, right? But anyone can also, if I wanted to create an app, I can also host a server on my computer. It's kind of like hosting a dedicated server for a video game. I could have buy like a little computer and just host a server 24/7 like I did with Conan Exiles, but I'm not doing that right now. I forgot what stocks that I bought. What did I buy? An Audi. All right, is this set up yet? Did they finish provisioning yet? Hell yeah, alright. We got something here. Um, hmm. Alright, I'm gonna install Postgres locally, I think. Alright, installing almost done. Alright, cool. Let's see now if this clan can connect to our remote Heroku Postgres.
In the dark, I had some demons in my heart. I've been carrying them around, but I didn't fall apart. I came a long way to pass their face. Look at me in the eyes while I embrace my deepest fears. No, I am safe. We step to me, put a smile on your face. I'm always be on it, ain't got no time to waste. I'm honest. I don't give a fuck about what they say. I'm doing it now, doing it loud every day. Yeah, like guns, drugs, I've seen it all, but that was not the path I chose. Frequency was way too low, so I avoid. Keep moving on, keep moving on, keep moving on, keep moving on. In the latest hours, I evolve my power.
Cool. 18.1. Oh. Node. Nice. Look at us go. Connected to our database, and then let's quit out of here. Let's cool. Yo, what is up? JL6523. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I just quit my job. I'm just trying to figure out my life. Hopefully you're doing well. Oh, I gotta reset this. Hope you're doing well, JL. Cool. Perfect. I get very obsessed with work. I come from a lot of very early startup environments. And I've noticed myself like really, what's it called? I just kind of obsess over it to the point where I like go into a workaholic mode and like can't sleep and like have to do too much. I mean, I like left on really good terms, but I think with my ADHD and my like builder mindset, I want to like do my own things for a bit, but I am pretty comfortable right now. I have like 700k in cash. I'm also doing some day trading, but I think I just want to focus on myself. I think my personality wise is probably like a big weakness of mine, but I am very bad at focusing on myself when I am working for other people. I realize that. I might just, I don't know, take the chance right now, do some day trading, some investment, and start like an LLC company. I'm 32 right now, so I also got a bunch of recruiter calls recently. I think I'm like lucky where I am in my career, but I just wanted more free time now. Nice. Yeah, dude, you know, your girlfriend should appreciate that. My fiance, she hated it in the beginning, but you know, you gotta frame this like, hey, you're with someone that's like very competitive and that's driven. And thank you, JL, thank you, JL. But you just gotta let them know that you know, it's good that they're with you. And there's a lot of people, like I think my fiance, some of her past relationships, she's just with some bums who like don't want to do anything all day. And I would say that's worse than someone who wants to work and wants to do things and wants to be motivated and drive themselves, you know what I mean? But obviously it sucks. Sometimes she wants attention. I'm like, dude, I am I'm trying to do things, you know what I mean? Oh, so let's see what happened. Okay. Yeah, I've been through a lot of companies. I think most of my success, I was like one of the first like 15 to 20 engineer in this one company. That went public at $10 billion after 8 years. I was the CTO for some YC companies. And advisor, and most recently for 2 years, the job that I just left is I was a principal engineer for the game Words with Friends, if you ever know that game. Left on very good terms. I almost cried, but I got a lot of like really nice messages that I actually took pictures of, so that I don't know, maybe in the future I can show recruiters like, hey, I like left on good terms, and that I'm not like, you know, like a shitty teammate that like just left. Anyways, appreciate my team and like everything. Your tech stars, I don't know what that means. Tech stars. Also, does my camera look a little weird? Let me try to wipe it. Why does my camera look so like white? Yeah, if you work in tech and you like to connect, I will send over my LinkedIn. But yeah, I'm also like a huge social guy. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. I've never been super involved. I just kind of work as an advisor because of my experience. So I don't really know that scene too well. I lived in Santa Barbara, not San Francisco. I actually had a friend that recently went into YC too, but that's super dope, man. Hope everything is going well. Right now, I am building one of my old ideas that I already kind of trademarked. It's a social media app without all the noise. I don't want people to comment and talk about politics. I want people to just get out of their house and meet up with their friends. And that's the point of this right now. And also, maybe make a portfolio. I haven't done like a Node Express backend in a bit. Yeah, so I'm gonna do a Node Express backend, a React Native mobile export, and for the main client, I think. Let me see. What did I say I was gonna do? For web, it's gonna be React and Next.js. Yep. So. I'm not gonna lie. In my past, in some of the big tech project that I was doing recently, AI is just a piece of shit. It's just garbage. I think, but the thing is, we were working in a very complex code base with the Game Wars with Friends. That's on a Ruby on Rails API like monolith with like 60 million lines of code. And honestly, AI did not, vibe coding and agents, they did not like really solve any problems. What you really have to do is you really have to break down what you want to do into like very tiny pieces. Like knowing what you want is the input and output of an algorithm and then have AI generate that for you, that works. But a lot of the bulk work that I had to do, AI would give me too many mistakes. It slowed down coding way too much. But I think if you're building something brand new, I think it's good. If you break things down, like if you get like a task, you break it down into like, I don't know, a few things that I've been experimenting with is like writing out a test first, go do TDD with AI. That might make things a lot easier. But I would just suggest, I think if you have no knowledge, no technical knowledge, it's just gonna be rough because you can't really fact check your AI. And so many times they like hallucinate and they like give me all these code that looks good on the surface, but what they're doing is like you ask it to get past an exception, but instead of fixing the business logic, a lot of times all it does, it's like it says, hey, if you run into an exception, just skip it and don't throw the exception, but they don't actually fix up like the business logic. Things are improving pretty fast though. We'll see how things are in the future, but I think the most powerful right now at the moment is that like if you can understand code and you can fact check your own AI, then they take the busy work of typing out like hundreds of lines away from you. But I don't know. I did I'm gonna try out Codex. We'll see what happens. I have tried out integrated Amazon Q and GitHub Copilot so far. I haven't done like cursor and stuff. But I'm sure it's gonna be like the same-ish. But I don't know. Let me know if you agree or disagree on that, JL. And also Jerry, dude, I love that lizard emoji. I always love it when you add that in here. Dev dependencies. Cool, just added this, nice. I think that's like your signature move. Like I think Skippy, who is our other viewer on Twitch, he his thing is he always plays this music, and every time it's played, I know it's him. And for you, it's like every time I see the lizard emoji, I hope no one else in the future uses that on our Twitch. But I always just know it's you. Alright, what's the error now? Oops. Oops. Oops, I don't want to open writer. Oh shit. Clicked on too many things. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. So...
Maybe it's the way that we feel. Everything around us unreal. Spin around and round, yes, we found melodies inside us collide. Maybe it's the way that we feel.
Ooh, the fiance is back. Let's go.
Everything around us unreal. Spin around
How's it going? I'm just coding.
melodies inside us collide.
Which one should my fiance do, guys? Any
Nails.
comments for nails? I think do the red one.
It's Thanksgiving, but like also I'm engaged.
Sure. Yeah, do it. Okay, well, I just said red, but because of what you just said, I'll say white.
Okay.
Let's go.
Hi, baby.
Maybe it's the way that we feel.
Oh, can I find PG? Oh, I gotta install PG.
Spin around and round, yes, we found melodies inside us collide. Maybe it's the way that we feel. Everything around us unreal. Spin around
There you go.
and round, yes, we found melodies inside us collide. Now we're trying, unwinding, our dreams are taking flight. We're minding, we're flying, we barely touch the sky. We're playing and tempting, so ready to ignite. The living takes on flight.
Huh. Oh, we're online, baby. Let's go. Okay, now I gotta set up. I'm just kind of building an app to connect everyone. Basically, just an app that you can pull up, see what your friends are doing, and join them if you want, or to meet with random people. It's like, think about like Facebook. I've created and I've ran this giant Facebook group, and I'm gonna socialize this idea into them. When I first moved to Austin, from 0 people to 24,000 people. A lot of times, what happens in some of the group chats, it's like people just posting like, "Hey, I'm gonna be doing this. Anyone want to join me?" I'm basically trying to create this, but without the need for these big group chats. More just like you open up the app, you see what your friends are doing, or you show what your friends are doing, and people can just join in on each other. Hopefully to have people more intently hang out with each other. But yeah, this is the social group that I've built over here. Yeah, I mean, half of this is really just to improve my portfolio. Half of this is like I've had this idea for a while because of I'm like passionate about bringing people together. I used to host these like 400 or 500 people like adult proms through the group, and also just there's so many social circles that have grew from it. So I'm just trying to basically use all that knowledge. Time left. Ooh, let me see. Close. I'm not hosting anything though. I think that's what the Facebook is for. More of what I might be close to. After doing some market research, the only application that's kind of close to what I'm doing is if you look at this Go Gather app. It's kind of like this Hop-In. They're very small though. They only have 100 downloads, and also I'm not trying to gear this towards like event organizers. I'm not trying to gear this towards like hosting events. If you don't want to meet strangers, what this app will do to you for you is like people. I mean, I'm a huge gamer. At night I do gaming streams. It's like a multiplayer game browser, like server browser, but for people. So it's not gonna be it's not gonna be any of these like matching, hosting, grouping. The power is all gonna be in the people. People are gonna be creating. People are gonna be hosting small events. This is not meant for anything big. And if you don't want to meet new people, you can just open the app, filter to your friends. If you want to have people join in on you, you'll just be able to what's it called? You'll be able to just open up your location and just let people know intentionally it's open invite. Because I feel like nowadays, you know, after COVID, some of the mental blocks you have in terms of inviting people out is like, I mean, obviously, I fundamentally believe everyone's shy and everyone has that fear of rejection. You're afraid to like, it's scary to be like, hey, who's doing what today? You know, sending texts out to people like, hey, are you doing anything this weekend? Oh, it's gonna be IRL only. So what I'm doing is like through the Facebook group that I've created, we now have like thousands of people and like thousands of social group. And what happens is people just throw into these group chat like, hey, anyone want to go to common interest tonight? So instead of needing this group chat or these Facebook groups where people post what they want to do, I want the app to just like, you open it up, your friends that wants people to join them, you can see where they are and how to join them right away. Or if you want to be, let me take a look at time left. Meetup is kind of like that, but all of these things are focusing on like people organizing. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not gonna do any matching at all. It's just gonna be a free-for-all. But it is similar. Oh, and I'm not gonna do this +1 thing. It's just gonna be more like if you have mutual friends, you can see their events too if you filter through it. If people turn on like friends of friends. And in this app too, I think part of the user group for this app, they do not want to meet strangers. You don't need to meet any strangers on this app. You can literally only look at your long-term existing friends also, which I do think this is a cool app. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be doing all this. I feel like this is like, I want to connect people with opposite opinions and opposite interests. As a huge moderate, a lot of things what I do politically is I try to bring together people that are radically different and disagree. And I go on TikTok live and like I talk about those all the time. I don't want people to be in like their own circles or echo chambers. I think it's good to maybe line up their hobbies. Maybe this is what it's doing. But I want it to be like the most open. Like I don't want to tunnel people or like pigeonhole people into something. But cool. I will want to look into that. Yeah, I mean, the more market research, the better for pitch decks and like whatever, right? Alright, cool. Nice. How did they like it? They're obsessed with the time left thing? Nice, nice, nice. Hell yeah. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. I personally think like socialization right now is what the world needs the most. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah. Less than 7 people. I wouldn't really say like I would like super limit anything. Let me download this and like see what they do. Oh, I don't want to go through all these things. Nice. I'm engaged, so I'm just gonna say I am married. I definitely don't want to do this dinner stuff. I literally want it to be more free. I think right now it's kind of forcing me to why can't I just be like, hey, I'm gonna add all my contacts in my phone that I already have, and all my contacts add me back, and then now I just tell them like, hey, tonight I will be playing some board games. Anyone want to join me? But maybe this is good. Maybe it introduces people to each other, but I'm a wild one. I don't need these formal things. I want this to be like as free form as like Craigslist. Like Craigslist without all the creepy stuff. Where do I see my existing friends? How do I add in my existing friends right now? Like friends I've already made in my life if I don't want to meet any strangers. I think... Huh. Gotcha, gotcha. But the thing is, do I need to, do I need to... How do I add in my existing friends, though? Oh, dude, I'm not even gonna have people pay for this shit. What's the point of paying for this shit? This is like... Yeah, this is not gonna be like the model I'm looking for at all. It's gonna be completely free. Everything's free. The consumer is always right. Not currently for the app. But I think personally, like the first group of people that I will launch this to, it's like the 24,000 people in my Facebook group that's already doing the same thing. I've only done market research within this circle. I think I'm gonna go for like some form of like Uber like thing where I just launch in one city within one circles. And this is not going to be a mainly me strangers thing. This is also going to be like a removing barriers between people from existing friend groups. Meaning, I'm not necessarily, I mean, it'll be part of the feature to meet new people. But it's like me every weekend, right? I have to scroll through a bunch of group chat. I think we have like maybe 200 people in this group chat, and we used to have these community group chats where there's like literally, I think we have thousands of people inside of each talking about events. But Facebook recently just like took this away. So instead of scrolling through group chats, this would just be a way for me and my friends and my network to figure out what people are doing and hop in and hop out of it. I have a lot of friends in LA. I have a lot of tech friends in LA, like gigsters and homies. Most of my friends are like founders. If you guys ever heard of Paragon, I'm like friends with the CEO of them. But I have some friends in San Francisco that threw some like weird rave warehouse. I agree. I agree, JL. If anything, this is what I want. I think this will make my life better, but that is a very like egocentric way of seeing it. At the end of the day, my plan right now is one, worst case scenario, this builds up my portfolio. I am trying to build this with some of the newer technologies to booster my resume like a bit. Secondly, I'm gonna create these basic functionalities like a user's database that I'm gonna connect to through multiple backend frameworks just to expand that portfolio. And I mean, pivoting is always good. When I was the CTO of this YC company, we pivoted from like tracking their deliveries through GPS to using OCR machine learning tools to turn like invoices that are taken from a picture into a digital line item. I do agree with you with all the pivoting, and I do think you're coming at me with really good advice, and I do appreciate all that. But I'm trying to bolster my portfolio a little bit. I think I got mainly like Ruby on Rails and React. And even though I did just get a cold call from a recruiter just now on stream for Rails stuff, I do want to expand it out. I want my my polyglot skills to shine and my general team leadership skills to shine. So yeah, these are the intentions, and I completely agree with you. I think Time Left definitely have their business together. I've only gone as far as like trademarking, and haven't really thought of all the taxes implication yet. But yeah, day trading, doing some apps, and I agree. It's the same thing with like voting. I think people don't know what they want. I think that is like UX. That's a very important lesson to learn, for sure. Thank you. Now I have to connect my domain now. So all right. GPT is gonna let me know. Where to go from here? Oops. Oh, API works, but let me replace this with gotogether.social. I'm gonna have to look that up. Let me bookmark that. No, I appreciate all this because I what's it called? I also really love NPR's How I Built This. I think some of the most inspiring stories I've heard, it's like there was like a monthly shaving kit. People just pay like a few dollars for it per month, and they get new razors every month. That was really good. And also baby.com, I think. I actually went to see one of the live, like Guy Ross, like he was filming a podcast live in Los Angeles, and I actually went to see it live. I think you're near there, right, Hyken? if I ever build my app and you're interested, let me know. But yeah, I mean, I'm only gonna release this to friends and family because the way that I'm building it, it's gonna be very, what's it called? It's gonna be very chaotic because, like I said, I'm not gonna group people up or anything. It's just gonna be a free for all. So in the beginning, it's only gonna be for friends and family. Maybe my I'll probably spread it through some of my Facebook friends, some through the Facebook group, and kind of go from there. Can you explain to me what those meeting things are that you are talking about? Like meetup.com and Facebook and stuff? I would agree.